Well, good evening, human creatures. Picking up with Elex where I last left off, not knowing what the hell I'm doing, but it's okay. Piranha Bytes never led me astray. Hopefully they get to reform and make Elex 3. Hopefully that wasn't the one that broke the company, even though it kind of wasn't. From my understanding, it was basically because they got booted out of their office space, which is kind of a fuck thing to do, but that's the world we live in. For those wondering, that is from the Gay Bed and Breakfast of Terror. I haven't mentioned that one in a while, but it is campy and bad in all the right places. I do recommend it. If you're into like 2000s schlock, and I mean like right up there with Camp Blood, this is your film. Not a steady fucking shot in the entire film. Even ones where they're standing still, it looks like it's still jittering. So there is no stabilizers, apparently no tripods or anything. It is such a rough draft film. It's above a college film, but just in such a chef's kiss kind of way. I do recommend it. Watch it, love it, and just enjoy it. It does have politics. It's very much a product in time. Hey, Phantom. I do recommend it. Like, you can watch this movie 40 years from now, and if you have any vague knowledge of American politics, you'll know when this film was made. Or at least get a hint of what it was kind of aiming at. So go check it out. Let's go with you. You're pretty damn good. Yep. And as for the music tonight, that is brought to you by Alien Breed. All three of them are on sale right now. I don't know about Steam, but GOG's having a pretty big sale right about now, and you can pick them up. If you're into that kind of game, trust me, you should be. Grab all three. I haven't played them in so long. I need to kind of brush up on them. I'm currently doing a Mario ROM hack, and once I'm done with that one, I might do a Super Mario Bros. 2 ROM hack to be precise. And I might be joining that after I'm done. But we're not here for that, unfortunately. Alrighty, ready. Get back into the swing of things. I wish there was a way to change how the TV looked and everything is huge. Oh, that's just a resolution. It'll do that. Like the one we have right now, the one that you're using is trying to remember even how to. Oh fuck! Sorry, sir. I forgot you're a bitch. It's just how it looks. You and me might look into that later. Not too bad. Not too bad there on the jump. Remembering it. Yeah, no, it's just a resolution. It's standard or it's full definition, as in 1080p, where just standard is, or standard high, depending on how you want to call it, is just 7. The monitor you have is 4K. The one I have is 4K. The second one I have is 4K. The second one you have is that full. Excuse me, that full. Just in case, you know. Let me get a little bit more out of sight here and prying eyes. Okay, there's the run button. Right there. Nope, no, that will not work. Houses have angles. I'm somewhat safe. Spacebar, we're going to climb up here. Alright, let's see what we got here, because I got to remember everything. I remember having a hard time. And what I do remember playing this is that it's probably best to get missions done before I go just like outright slaughtering things. Because I do remember them paying off bigger and being more rewarding. Let's find out where our quest takes us here. I forgot how big this world map is. Every time I see this map, just because of that little center right there, it makes me want to play outward. That was pretty fun before they turned it into like this weird Souls-like game. Or more or less. Let's go with... Oh, that's good to hear. Missions. Main mission, contact. There are some Albrators in the area. They could be useful to me, or they could report me to Zekor. I can look into getting equipment information from Goliaths or find the elves, but if I'm find the elves, I may have to fight them. Yeah, true. Bad debt. What system when we're on? Outlaw Bigsby wants Omar to start trading with him again. Alright, yeah, the coral. I messed up on the zoom and it's now 150. Well, now you get to see Jax's ass in full HD. You get to see him walk and clap those cheeks. Take a good long look. Savor the flavor. Alright, what do we got here? Ragnar wants... Everybody has to be named Ragnar if they're a Viking, or Viking tiles, just a fucking rule. If not, Thor has to be somehow crammed in there. I'm able to see what you're playing and hear what you're playing. I would too, if it was 780p or 150 zoom. That'd be annoying. Ragnar wants to know about his enemies. Am I to bring him a report on the 2 factions in the city? Yeah, let's go talk to our boy there. Actually, let me see how far he is away before I go making any promises. Holy shit. The Dome City. The Hort. The Fort. And a missed opportunity to call it something else. I almost had a rhyme going there. Alright, bad debts. Mark that one on our map. Because I think that one's not too far from this. Oh, I can teleport to that location? I forgot all about that. Okay, I'm not in immediate danger. I think I went to the opposite way, Orient and Bigsby. Alright, so I kind of actually moved too far away from them. Yeah, that's about right. Oh, this is just gonna be the opposite of whatever fun is. That's my own damn fault for not continuing. Let's see what we got here. God, I forget how lush this place is. Everybody trashes it, but God, I love Elex. And I kind of think it's unfair to compare it to Skyrim. I really do. It kind of exceeds where Skyrim fails. Excuse me, everybody. I'm still getting through a sinus infection, so you're going to hear me do that. Set marker X. There we are. That, and I love the combat in this system. Not necessarily the Souls-like feeling of it, but how just hard everything is. Like, when you level up, it actually feels like you're accomplishing something. Oh, did not think I was going to make that one. Check map again. Yep, I'm heading in the right area. I like the stutter step. Reminds me of Brutal Doom. Oh yeah, I remember you. And I remember you. And hopefully I remember how to do this. If not, I'm gonna have to be getting a lot of deaths up here. I think I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. How's life an outlaw?
How is life as an outlaw?
Total, unmitigated, and relentless fucking joy. I mean, look at me. Who wouldn't want to be stuck out here waiting to get eaten by raptors?
You're not happy being an outlaw?
I love his cold delivery.
Shitty decision to be out here. Those poor dumb pricks up there, they come out here to get eaten by raptors because some other dumb prick tells them to. If there's one thing I've learned, if you're gonna end up in this shit, it's better to make that shit yourself, rather than roll around in someone else's.
Yeah, sound advice. I won't do business with you, attack. And I kind of don't want to attack him, though. So did I just come out here for nothing? Probably. Let's warp back. Alright. I was to learn something I already knew. Sorry, ma'am. I'm going with Berserker right now. I played and I was a Cleric on my first run through back on the PlayStation days. This one I'm going to go with the Berserkers. I'm kind of interested in how they're going to play. Because I did kind of feel overpowered with them. Yep. We're on the righteous path here. If you don't know what the Clerics are, they're basically psionic powers and long-range rifles to kind of sum it up. I found the outlaw.
Found the outlaw.
Is he dead?
No, I talked to him.
Talked? Why did you talk? What did he say?
He wants you to start trading with him again.
Trading? What trading? What are you talking about? If I was trading, that would be against the law. I mean, I'd be a dead man.
Who are you?
My name is Orny.
I like that. It kind of always makes it kind of meta there.
We decommissioned
Ask him a
the
deeper
dead
question on
machine,
what it is.
making Magaland safer one machine at a time. I came up with that. Not everyone understands what we do here, particularly incomers. But as Amrek said, technology is seduction. The
Amen.
easy path will lay us waste. And so, here we are, removing temptation from the weak-minded.
About the outlaw.
What? What about him?
Why did you stop trading with him?
I wasn't trading. Trading would be illegal. Elex technology is forbidden. Trading without a license is forbidden. Trading with people outside Goliath is forbidden. Anyway, I mean, that stuff was junk. I wasn't doing any harm. And Angram is monitoring the Elex oscillations in the area.
Decisions. You couldn't conceal the Elex flux. Can't read today. Holy shit. Fluctuations. There isn't really much risk being caught. You haven't been so far, have you? You'll keep trading. Suggestion: you shouldn't trade. You should keep trading with me. Here's Elex to persuade you. Now I know your decisions do catch up with you in this game. Like, this isn't Skyrim decisions to where it's like, you helped conquer Whiterun and there's no real changes. Everybody goes back to, like, barely mentioning your victory. Go with craft. Or try to. Skill level too low. I just now saw that because I'm a dumbass. Alright, so crafting is too low. I could either throw in the bribe or... Oh, skill level too low again. I don't have enough shards. I just can't do shit.
About the outlaw.
What about him?
Yep, I gotta come back to this one. No dice. I'm too poor and too stupid. So if I can't do that quick... let me move out of the line of sight here. Nobody thinks to look behind a bush. Nobody expects a Spanish Inquisition. Let's get on back on the straight and narrow. Eden Mission in the Eden Woods. Companions. The Berserker Rider seems not to recognize me or must mean help people. I system I could be good support. A half defective tin can. Alright, let's try this one. Alrighty. See if I can persuade the locals here. I think he's up here, if I remember correctly. I already had one run-in with him. Sir?
You patch them up. I want to give people a chance to fight.
The wrong house? There we are. Yeah, I think I have talked with him. Let's go refresh my memory. It's been a month. Yeah, I remember I raided this place. There he is.
So, you decided to stick around. Well, I've been given a job by Warlord Ragnar that I think might suit you, if you want to stay around for longer.
Tell me about the job.
Well, the task I have on offer should profit you, and though it's not the best way to sell our community to you, it should demonstrate that we're open about things here. You see, there was a murder committed just outside Golian a few months ago. A rather dedicated berserker named Ascor was killed. There's been an investigation, but no definitive answers as to why he was killed. So, Ragnar wants me to follow up and find the murderer.
And what can I do?
Well, I'm having trouble getting answers from people. Maybe an outsider will have more success getting them to open up. Would you talk to the suspects and see what they have to say?
Tell me about the victim.
Good old murder mystery. You never can fail with those.
Promoted from cultivator. Ragnar had high hopes for him, but Ascor wasn't popular. He went missing around Mana's Eve 3 months ago. No one knew where he'd gone, and it wasn't like he had many shards to up and disappear with. Then one of Ragnar's patrols found Ascor's body rotten up in the forest. It looks like he was stabbed several times with a sword. Whoever did it was strong enough to overcome him, but clumsy. They didn't find anything on Ascor to point to who might be the murderer.
Does Ragnar think a berserker murdered Ascor?
Ascor was killed with a sword, and there aren't too many people who use swords outside of Edam. But if Ragnar's right, then it must be someone who was outside the walls at the time of the crime. So, Ragnar drew up a list of 5 suspects. No idea why these 5 exactly, but Ragnar will have his reasons.
Let's solve the murder first, or we do the buddy cop. Find the murderer.
Find the murderer.
Ragnar wants answers. He seems determined to find.
I say that with unfound confidence because I couldn't even get 2 people to trade.
But if we can eliminate these 5 suspects, he might let this go. And who knows? Maybe one of them did do it, and you'll get the proof.
Anything else?
Suspects talk to me.
Tell them you're investigating on Ragnar's orders. They'll answer your questions. Let me know if you need help. Remember, my sword belongs to you.
Alrighty. Let's mark it. Berserkers seem not to recognize me. I want to help people. I need to assist them. I could. Murder investigation. The murders for completing this task. And we're gonna have some fun here. You sure there's nobody? God, why did I do that? Used to playing something else. Alright, I don't have to stray too far from the known path. Simple guard, clearing his sinuses. I can relate. Speak with Ragnar first. I think he's in here. Never mind. So who exactly am I going to be speaking to? Shopkeeps, guards. Let me double check.
Who are the suspects?
There we go.
A group of people who were out there in the forest at the time of the murder. First on the list is Baron. He's a guard. Well, he's supposed to be a guard. As far as I know, he doesn't have an alibi. But I think the only real reason he's on the list is because he knew Ascor when he was younger. Then there's Thorgal. He's in charge of a world heart in Abessa. I have no idea why Ragnar would put him on the list. Maybe just to be complete. Third is Garen, a hunter. He was reliable, but he seems to have lost heart in himself. There's something troubling him. Last are Eardor and Rock. Rock I can't get a handle on. There's something he's not happy about. Eardor is still wet behind the ears. Bit of a whiner, but seems to care about his job. They were all outside Goliath at the time of the murder.
What do you want me to ask them?
Where they were 3 months ago around Mana's Eve when the crime was committed. What they thought of Ascor. I doubt you'll get a confession. I doubt any of them did it, but you'll get a sense of the men, and then you can report back to me so we can close the case.
Where can I find them?
They're all still out there. Track them down, then report back to me when you've discovered something.
There we go. Departed too soon. Now let's have a better look at that. Baron, Garen, Edo, Rock, Thurgle. Just where I thought they'd be. Alright, out in the wilds, of course. Damn it, I need to stop doing that.
You do know that technology is banned here.
Yeah. Well, I'm already north here. Let's just kind of complete the cycle. All right, now that I'm alone, let's recheck that map. Yeah, since I'm already kind of heading that way, let's mark that on the map. Didn't expect that to hurt me. I know one thing, I'm probably gonna get some good alchemy alchemy levels going here. Hopefully I can get my crafting up. But I know one thing, much like Skyrim, anything I'm on the fucking open world, get out the weapons. Alrighty, let's head down over yonder. Yeah, I'm heading in the right direction. That is a goddamn drop. And if I remember right, I know there's a raptor in one of these buildings. Let's ease my way down. That worked out a lot better than what I thought. Well, shit. Hmm. Probably need something for that, and I don't have it right now. We don't need to attack strangers here.
Who are you?
I am Leonard, Berserker, prospective hunter, and apprentice. At least I
Horse shit. You're me with a better helmet.
You're learning to be a hunter.
I'm an apprentice. Do you have any hunting experience?
I can't even fucking lie my way out of there.
I'm learning how to survive out here.
Master Garen says that life begins when the bow comes alive in your hand. And you'll
So what's the hardest enemy you can face in this game? Probably the end boss. I'm not going to spoil it because I don't know if it's kind of the same kind of take on the other campaign if there's a twist. But on just normal enemies, it's not like Skyrim where things level up with you. I think the nearest level every enemy is to you right now, or at least if I remember right, is about 15. Once you get to that 15 mark, they'll become noticeably easier for you to fight them. But outside of that, they keep growing, and they don't grow by about 10 or, what was it, 5 or 10 levels. If I remember right, it's about a solid 30. Hey, Misty. But it really just becomes like that.
You don't hunt together then.
we have, but last time we went out, I made too much noise. We were attacked by raptors. He let me try and shoot the pack leader, but I dropped my bow.
You dropped your bow.
I know. We were moving. I stumbled. Then it was too late. We had to run. Master Garen's not really spoken to me since.
You lost your bow.
Do I smell a side quest?
I wasn't going to stay there unarmed. I ran.
So, get another bow.
Master Garen won't let me have one. He says I have to make one. And he's not taught me how to make one. I need my old one back. How can I hunt without a bow? Make a new one.
I see the problem here.
Start.
Too low for crafting 1. Holy shit, I gotta relook at my stats. Scats, what the hell's...
And you want me to get it.
Would you bring me my bow?
I never said that.
But would you think about it? Please, will you help me? I can pay you if you
Scat. Damn right. I'll find your bow.
If you do that, you will have my eternal thanks. And I will also give you a few shards in addition to my portion from the hunt. Oh, and this needs to stay between us. I don't want Garen to learn about it. He'll get over it when I have my bow back. But if he hears in advance, he'll try and talk you out of it.
Where did you lose your bow?
Everything happened so fast, I can't really remember the exact spot. In any case, it was to the north. By the cliffs below, under Goliad.
That's a lot of ground to search.
Yeah, but at least the raptors have moved on. They followed us, so they're not...
I doubt it. I'm never that lucky.
Anything else, I'll let you know.
Alright, let's check on our map for that one here. I gotta remember Q for some reason. I keep hitting the wrong one. Let's turn you down. Yeah, I'll come back to that. Well, do I do it now or later? Do it here in a bit. That one person should be up here. Hopefully. I don't know why I did that tumble. What the hell are we doing here, dude? I feel like I'm in goddamn Fallout. I'm just still in petty items at this point.
scaring away everything within a day's walk. You crash around like that, you'll scare off anything you can eat and attract everything that wants to make a meal of you.
You got very furry pants, sir.
I don't know these forests.
That's as plain as a horny troll in your sleeping sack. You'd better learn quick if you want to stay alive. You're scaring away the prey that is my livelihood. It's hard enough bringing in the food I have to, without some big-footed oaf crashing through the forest. Still, seeing as you aren't a natural hunter, maybe you'd like to buy some goods from me.
What do you have to trade?
Or like, what can I sell you? Working pants, wine. Here we are, the scrap. Looks like to be just junk. I'll save those just in case I actually can use them. Oh, we're not done.
You're a hunter?
Yeah, I found my place. This is where I belong, with nature and for nature. I want nothing to do with Goliath.
Why not?
Too much talking, too much bullshit. Out here, peace. But you look like a talker. Is that why you're here? To talk?
You got me the right away.
A berserker was killed. The body was found in the forest.
The forest is a dangerous place.
The berserker who was murdered was called Ascor. Did you know him?
Ascor? That asshole. Yeah, I knew him. I kept out of his way. He kissed Ragnar's ass and treated everyone else like rot boar shit.
When were you last in the forest by Goliath?
I don't know. Not for a year. This is the best area for hunting, and all Goliath cares about is me filling my quota. As long as I send them meat and fur, I can stay out here away from small talk and politics.
Do you always hunt with a bow?
A bow? Traps? You should always try and kill at a distance. Learn that, and you will live longer. I'm here to feed berserkers, not the creatures.
You didn't like Ascor.
I didn't put myself in a position where I needed to. Little shit won't be missed.
Sounds like you had a grudge.
I think most people are assholes. You only asked me about Ascor.
Sociable guy, aren't you?
Someone who paints everybody with the same brush, huh?
Happy to talk shit. I don't talk shit. What's with all these questions? Is some asshole trying to pin this on me?
I'm questioning anyone I meet out here.
If you want an alibi for me, you'll have to go out there and speak to the raptors.
Is that your only alibi?
I'm a hunter. You want to know where I am? I'm always here in the forest.
What do you have to trade?
Let's see you just in case before we leave here. We'll be moving along. Back to the old map. See what we got here. Oh, I can... God damn it, I gotta stop doing that. Yeah, I'll just swing on down here, then get that bow. Oh yeah, I gotta check something here, just in case. That's what I was thinking, I haven't leveled up yet. Fuck. Alright, I think I can dodge him if I get over here. Damn it, dude. Get some fucking ankles. Nope, that's some more bad news. It's 3 in a row bad news. Yeah, we're not heading down that fucking death trap. Yeah, I'm heading backwards here. Oh, please be peaceful. Fuck. Nope, not doing that shit today. No peace for you? No, I agree on that. Like, fucking everything is out to... No. Out to fucking either do you in... And I'm just going from point A to point B, man. It's getting rough out here. Oh. Nope, no pretty flowers for me today. Oh, I gotta have my axe out of my hand to pick them? That's something I don't remember. Soul leaf. Hopefully it comes on a soul train. Alright. Let's not make noises, please. Somebody out living in here? I guess so. There we are.
What do you get out of our house? There's nothing for you here. Nothing. You're dead meat.
No, we can talk. We can talk. No, we can't talk. Fuck this shit. Get out the house. Oh, yep, no. Motherfucker, right in the back. Give me 1 second, everybody. I'm gonna get me some more coffee on that note. I'll be right back. There we go. Alright, let's get back into the fray. Fresh cup of coffee, fresh new day. Hopefully it just swings in my favor this time. Let's see where we're at here. Tell me about it, Handlock. How are you doing today? Oh yeah, I forgot. Since you're here and you did play that, you did ask to see the collection to pick from. Let me bring that up for you. Sorry about that. This was one my brother picked. He hasn't seen Elex in a while and shoved that burden off on me. Give me a second here. Now that I gotta remember to do this. Give me 1 second. Get you pulled up right and proper like. How's your day going, by the way, or night, depending? Extremely tired, trying new meds. Oh, dude, I'm sorry to hear that. I've had a similar thing with the antibiotics they've been shoving off on me, and it's been getting my ass, more or less. Owned. And let's go to, where are you here? Owned. Oh, that's a pretty... There we go. Give me 1 second here. Where is it? Let me minimize this so I can somewhat see. This is just a Steam one. Hopefully you don't do too much damage. Right now with what I'm going through, it's hell on everything I'm doing. If you want me to go slow, I can. This is by no means all of them. I have another account I just got to find the password to. It's somewhere in the memory pile. Now, I usually don't use Steam a lot. This is more of my brother's game. There are certain things I do use on this, or I had to buy because I didn't see it on GOG or Zoom. And then for some year, or sometimes a year later or a month later it comes out on them. I do try to avoid Steam as much as possible. I do not like them. I have not liked them since the days of Half-Life 2 and Doom. Or I shouldn't say Doom. The Wayne goes better. If anything strikes your fancy, have a call out. And don't be afraid to ask for NES, SNES, PlayStation, PS2. They're all in the same wheelhouse. Judging from this, I have such a big catalog to get to. Holy shit. Some of them I've beaten already. I got to get back into doing it. It's something I haven't beaten in a long time. Or something I need to do the achievements for. I said I'd do a long time ago, but my memory skips me. Gothic, I'm waiting for the remake to come out. I can't wait to play that. I've been trying to play the OG series, and no matter what platform I play, I can't get it out of minimized state. It drives me nuts. Here's Robert Douglas' favorite section of the Half-Life. I haven't played Blue Shift, but I've played the others. I can see why it's held in such high praise. For those wondering, no, I can't play Leisure. Let me get a swig of coffee here. I can't talk worth shit. English is hard today. Leisure Suit Larry. I cannot play those on Steam or on Twitch or YouTube. But the TOS is still what it used to be. That is a big no-no. I need to get the new Orcs Must Die, that reminds me. I also need to platinum those, or should say master them. I really had fun with Pink Heaven and Pink Hour. I wish they would have got more sequels. I love their kind of gameplay. Princess Remedy 2, that was made in a game jam. Sep just came out with a new one I need to get my hands on. I wish they were on GOG. Secret Agent. That reminds me, I still have to play the, what do you call it? The remaster to Bioshock. Not Bioshock, Menace. There we go, I got it out. Slayer's X. That one I'm doing right after I master Dusk. So that's on the itinerary. Me and my brother tried getting into State of Decay, and it was underwhelming. I didn't really care for it. I had high hopes for it, but it just felt like when you were playing multiplayer, it was built around multiplayer, but not at the same time. Tomb of Annihilation's a pretty solid D&D entry, too. I don't think it gets the love it deserves. Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I do recommend all of these, by the way. Love it or hate it, play through all of them. And Two Worlds. There's another game my brother almost picked over Elex. I'm surprised he hasn't. The magic system in Two Worlds 2 is probably one of my favorites. And that's it for this one. Start at the top here. Hopefully the icons are big enough for you. I'll edge my way down. If you want me to stop, just say so, Handlock. That was the first game I beat this year. Anvil at Dawn. I actually kind of felt weird doing it. I usually just pick the dwarf. This time I picked what I like to call the Amazonias. Well, they don't differ really in anything else. They do have dialogue kind of differences and personality quirks, which I do like. It kind of makes a lot of replay value for the game, not just challenges so far. Catacombs. I've been actually meaning to get back into that one for quite a while, especially the 3D pack. I think they celebrated the remake of that not too long ago. Darkstone's another one I've been trying to do. The PlayStation one I have a hate boner for, but the one on the PC version is an absolute charm, and I do love that little ditty of a song. Divinity, you already know our common thing with that one. Hopefully, Flames of Solace, which everybody does need to check out, is having fun with Beyond Divinity. I don't know if I missed her streams or not due to my schedule being turned upside down. And Elex 2, which is another one. I gotta be honest, Dealer's Choice, I have no opinion because I like watching people play stuff I don't play and have fun with. Dealer's Choice? If I had to pick one that I was going to be interested in doing, it would probably be... I'd have to look at a few ROM hacks, because there's one that was for Super Mario Bros. 3 that's caught my fancy. But there's also one for Mega Man X3 and that randomizer that came out, that Matrix Link, but that one looks pretty damn fun. But if I go for PC, I'd probably have to swing towards... Where is it here? I've actually been dabbling in it for a little bit. I have it hooked up. I've only played a little bit of it, but it's been catching my fancy. Radioactive Doors, Evil from the Sewers. I don't know if you're into this type of gameplay. I do enjoy it.
The city is terrifying.
Also, Solace is still in Flames of Vengeance. She had an issue with the crash. Aw, dude, that fucking sucks. I just wanted to see her how she liked Beyond Divinity. I don't see it as a bad game, so to speak. I see where a lot of people are led astray by it. So far, this game I'm having a lot of fun with. It's just kind of an oddball game somebody made. And I do recommend people trying their hand at it. I might go with this one, if you don't mind, that is. It's still, I think, your choice.
That will definitely challenge you.
Where are you? There you are. But those are the ones I'm kind of dabbling in right now. The ROM hack, I'll send it to you later if you're interested. This works. Kind of looks like OG. It's kind of like that in a certain degree. That's what kind of sparked my interest into it. Because I did like the feeling and the aesthetic of it. Like, it kind of fits like that 80s motif of just like weird fucking movies. And what really caught me is when somebody described it as the, the lurkers from Phantasm. I think I already talked to him. Yeah, where am I heading? Let me see here. But the lurkers from Phantasm and like a kidnapping plot from Contamination. They had me at Phantasm, I gotta admit. There we are. Marked. I think I already talked to him, but I'm gonna head back. Like, maybe, no, I already have. Yeah, no, fuck this guy. And that's what kind of sold me on it. And just playing it, I wasn't prepared for that kind of game style, but I kind of just instantly took me in. Rot Boar, Raptor to the side. And kind of the way to use it's not too bad either. You can use both controller and keyboard. I'll be using keyboard, but it does look fun. I was hoping the creator of it would have made more. It always kind of hurts my heart to find a creator make a pretty damn decent indie, and then find out they only made the one. But that's how it goes. Alright, gotta go north over yonder. Alright, rest up my jets here. Oh, this place is fucking plagued with things, isn't it? Get my bearings here. But it wouldn't be too bad. I don't think I touched a Bomberman title in about a good 15 years. So that would even be kind of new to me. Them and Kirby, I was kind of thinking about that the other day. I know Banjo-Kazooie are getting a lot of love. I actually kind of, not too long ago, I finally got to 100% Banjo-Kazooie, and I'll never want to do that again with that fucking controller. Yeah, no, I'm not sticking around. That's arrow bait. Here we go, here we go. Think I'm safe. Let's get up on the hill. Map. Yep, right over there. People really do have strange bedfellows out in these parts. The first Bomberman game I played was Super Bomb. That's the same one I did. That's the ones I'm used to. And I played the N64 one. It was kind of a loop for me and I didn't enjoy it. They do have that whole thing with... hold on here. Yep, found you. Then you have that whole thing with the PlayStation Bombermans, and then I didn't think Bomberman was that popular. It wasn't until I got online to realize it pretty much is. Then there's this a whole slew of them. It's like Bubble Bobble, or you think there's just like 3 games made like 40 years ago, and you come to find out there's like ones on the PSP. Then you can see how they get into Smash. Are you a guard?
Stop asking questions and answer them. Who are you?
You're lucky I'm not an enemy.
Yeah, calm it down, dude. You're not threatening anybody with your fucking weak-ass stats. The second one I played was Carnival one for the DS. I don't even know there was one on the DS. It wouldn't shock me being Nintendo. I know there's I think if I'm thinking of the right one, is some for the PlayStation. Though I'm probably misremembering. I might play one of those soon enough.
Big boss up there in Goliath, he used to reprimand me quite often. I wondered if he was still keeping an eye on me. Still, whatever. I've heard he's retreated into study. Let him play with his magic. I hope it does save us. And while he's away, I have my peace and quiet out here.
I like your accent. Let's get be known enemies, sir.
Can't tell you anything about that. Not anything that's not being said already. He should have kept his head down like me. Ambition only gets you dead. He should have picked this spot and
Spoken like a true slacker.
Why are you interested in that? Really?
Did you know Ascor well?
Since we were old enough to crawl.
With that dump being on the... Oh, hold on. One of my favorite features that you could do all the CPU and multiplayers and bet on the winners. That's a thing you can do? Huh. I might check that out then. I didn't even know that was in a Bomberman game. Surprised that's not abused on Twitch. Tell me about what you know about the Zimarder. Yeah, I might check that out. That actually sounds interesting. It sounds like some good Mario Party fun. Actually, now that I look at the Carnival title, it's probably what it kind of relates to. But then again, it is Bomberman.
Did anyone see you? Is there anyone who can give you an alibi?
Hilda. She was with me all night. Her and Alva, Dagny, Erica, Freya, Garrett, Haggy, Magda. They're the trees over there.
The betting one was out of game, but still...
So no, I have no alibi.
They've been trained to use a sword.
To use that sword?
All berserkers are. You think I could survive out here if I couldn't use it?
You look quite strong for somebody who's just standing around.
Hey, dude. He's natty. Gotta give him a break on that. He pumps.
Ascor's body was found near here. Did you see it?
No. I know where he was found. But no, I didn't. And I'm glad I didn't see him. I wouldn't want to remember him like that. My duties keep me here most of the time. So I stay looking after my girls, the trees, making sure they stay safe.
Where do you go when you do get away?
Nearby. Not Goliath, if that's what you mean. I tend to stay out here these days.
Where nearby?
The lift into the Valley of the Damned. That's a good place to relax. There's quite the view of the valley there. It's a good place to let your worries just drift away.
With a name like that.
Maybe you did it. You knew him. You don't have an alibi.
Why would I kill him? He was my friend.
Why should I believe you?
Because it sounds like you're doing something about this. Like you want to find out who did it. You should start with people who had a problem with him, not his friends.
Your friend Ascor. What kind of man was he?
Well, he wasn't a simple guy. He was my friend. Our parents were...
This guy likes using that word a lot. The last guy was asshole. This one's friend.
That sometimes... well, made an ass. Listen, it doesn't matter. Just forget what I said.
Ambition could give a motive, if he got in someone's way.
Well, don't look at me. I'm happy where I am. I don't give a troll's ass about promotion.
Alright, we covered that little fiasco of a conversation. Now we got two up north here. Way up north. Oh, this is just gonna suck. I'm gonna go back and get that bow. But, Do I try to cut through again, or just cut through? Let's cut through town. I gotta ask you, Handlock, what other games did you play on the SNES? Because most people don't even cop to owning Bomberman. See the guards suffering from sinus problems here. Let me make sure I get that marked on the map here. Nope, 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 back up. There we are. Solid entry, the same ones I had. They actually did a update to one of the ROM hacks, the Winter Lion, which I'm thinking about playing also. Where is that? Eden. Something lost. Let's mark it. Yeah, there it is. puts me a little bit closer. Wait, hold on. Am I looking at that right?
Why are you messing with technology?
God damn it, lady. Don't you mind your goddamn business. Let me get out of town here before I can crack up in that wristwatch of mine. Away from prying eyes, hopefully. Alright, here we go again. For me, it was Link to the Past, the Mega Man X trilogy, Spike McFang, Final Fantasy 4 and 6. What else was there? I'm trying to think of their damn names. Doom. What was the name of you? I know I had Chrono Trigger. Why am I forgetting your name? It's gonna drive me nuts because it's something I already owned. There we are. Put that a little bit closer to the purple. What the hell was it? It was another RPG. I still remember just getting so excited when replaying some of those. Well, I did not want to do this, but we're here. Oh, that worked out. God, what the fuck was the name of you? I might look that up later. That's gonna drive me nuts. There was more, I just can't recall them. I'm in the same boat as you. So don't feel none too bad. Oh, I can mine. Apparently with a fucking power hammer. Okay. Wonder why I didn't do that on the Elex. I mean, fuck pickaxes. Maybe I'm too old school for my own good. My library kind of didn't expand until I got on the PC. One of basically my stepdad at that point, he was huge into PC stuff at the time. Kind of put him ahead, and no, we're not doing that. All right. Run up the hill, grab plant. All right, let's just kind of ease on down. But it didn't really kind of blow up until I got my first PC. I still remember struggling with DOS at that time, and then later Windows. Windows blew me the fuck away. Like, that was such a trip. Windows 95, then 98 later. To this day, well, that ain't good. That ain't good at all. Let me see how close they are. They're... Well, we can try this right here. Save game. Here's a bit of advice I've learned from one playthrough of this game. If your first few missions involve combat, chances are don't do combat. Just save yourself the 808 and the heartbreak here. Because I am trying not to fight these... No. Avoid... What the fuck did you lock onto him for, dude? I just wanted you to run past him. Well... That was an earned death. Try to keep my sword unbound, so maybe that'll not lock in on him. Just run for it. Alright, see where that bow is. Maybe I can get it from here. Not seeing it on the ground here. That poor bastard. He looks like he met his... No, that is a rat, and that is not going to do me any good. I wonder if they have it. And flee like a thief at night. Not to his arms. Well, that failed gloriously. Sorry, kid. You're not getting your bow back. Time's hard. Deal with the shit. Well, quick crack over the head and I'm dead. Yep. Not doing that either. Let's warp out of here before I waste more time. Head back up and do those investigations. I was hoping to get the little extra experience. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm about midway to leveling up. No, we tried. Only 2 left, or is anybody else? I just talked to him. What the? No, did I? No, I didn't. I'll come back for you later at this point. Boy, what a clusterfuck. Not the game's fault, mine. So don't think ill of the game. There we go. That's the one thing I do love about Piranha Bytes. The world's just filled with things you can pick up. Makes it feel more lived in. Now if I can just not run into anything and I'm good. I had to open up my fucking mouth. Yeah, we're gonna go around them little chaps. Give plenty of chances to yoink. Oh god, it does. That's what I like about games from Piranha Bytes. Like, people get onto them, how hard they are, and you'll hear me rag on them, but never mistake it for anger or hatred. I may bitch, but it's just part of the ongoing process. And a lot of games, you get killed by a fucking rock to the head by that thing. That's what happens. Just sit there and think about your life choices, friend. But in a lot of these games, you don't really get that kind of old school leveling feel. I'm back here, just like I should be. I call it the Dragon Warrior effect. If you guys out there who listen to this later, or maybe you know Handlock, in the old school Dragon Warrior, you very much could be outclassed by your enemies. And this was done mainly by bridges. If you crossed a bridge in any of the Dragon Warriors, chances are you are not coming back. If you were underprepared, and if you didn't save often or save early, you just lost about 5 or 6 hours of your time, if not even longer. Okay, that's why it's not marked. I gotta get back on the eye on the hog here. Even higher hog. Let's go to you first. And Elex kind of reminds me of that with this. With the difficulty spike and everything like that being the way it is. But when it comes to a world where you can pick up stuff, that much I do love. I love that it does reward your exploration. It doesn't just give you, like, you know, here's a chest full of random loot to your level or anything like that. It doesn't feel cheap like that. It does actually give you, like, if you go out into the world, you will find a world full of things. And I very much do appreciate that. Elex has it. Risen has it. Give or take which one your favorite of the trio is. Mine's 1 and 2. 3's not too bad. Not the best, but Gothic has it. And I kind of miss that kind of feeling in games where you just couldn't wait to explore them. I think 3D games misses that a lot. When they make a big world, but they make it so empty. Or when they do, they try to give you the excuse of, well, we're not going to reward you with exploring. We're just going to give you a small piece of lore, which isn't always bad, but, you know, when I find plants I can use in a dungeon, it makes sense. But it doesn't always have to be there just for pretty looks. I can be there for other reasons. It just kind of drives me nuts. It's like if you named your cave, like Healing Leaf Cave. You go in there and ain't a goddamn thing in there. Energy drinks. Ah, I see this is sponsored by Monster. And I might throw down a save. I better throw down a save. There's another part of gaming culture I've come to hate. They fucking save scumming people. Jesus Christ, they give me a fucking headache. Put saves in a game and then bitch about people using them. Like, I let them play Lands of Lore a few times, or even fucking Doom Plutonia, just even go easier on them. And they'll change your mind about 90s hard fucking save files or savings. Oh, sorry, Mr. Raptor. Are you a bad human? I'm gonna learn that goddamn quick save button. But I hate the fucking save scum community. Like, what else is there for the button to do? I get it if you don't want to use it that often or a challenge run. Nope, nope. That is very much a malefactor, and I have no legs. Well, learn today you can't pick up landmines. Well played, sir. You live, you learn. Yeah, you already did once. Calm it down there. I don't even know if I'm going in the right direction right now. Hopefully one of them doesn't have a bow or can climb. Okay, yeah, I'm heading in the right direction, just technically gotta... There it is. Which means I have to probably reroute... Yep. Gotta reroute right through them again. Solus was playing XCOM 2 and my save scumming to learn how to do the AI reacting different. That's fun. To me, that's how you learn the ins and outs of games. Like, then it's used properly. I do understand it when it's somebody who, like, saves constantly in a boss battle. That's some bullshit right there. I do understand the abuse of it, but if you're learning the ins and outs of how enemies react, what you can get away with, what you can't, not through exploiting, but what works best, then I can get it. But, like, if you're doing that during a fucking boss fight and you're just afraid to lose or some shit, no, that is actual scape scumming. But just like fucking around in XCOM 2, which... it can, in and itself, can be a fucking hazard. Yeah, no. No one's behind me right now. We're not going into the deep, dark death hole. But then it's okay. Like, that I forgive. I've done that, and I'm doing it right now. I mainly just don't want to go all the way back across the map, which I think is a good reason to save. If I was in the middle of a boss fight and doing it every fucking hit... No. I kind of like to see her play that. I saw her once play it, but I didn't get to really talk to her. In a boss fight, saves coming and learning. Yeah, for learning, it's loading, looping. Yeah, that's actually a good idea for what to call it. Or if that's the official name I didn't know about. Give me 1 second to set up. Launch it in my chair here. I gotta start calling it that if that's the official name. That kind of sums it up there, because you are on a continuous loop of it. Good to see Asphalt made it through the apocalypse 200 years later. Let me back that mic up so I don't feel like I'm screaming in your guys' ear. And I can't see ahead of me. That is not good. Here we are, a little beaten trail. Dinosaur. I liked you in Jurassic World Rebirth. My personal term, but I like it. And I kind of do too, because it kind of sums it up. It's all about how you use it. Just like any other tool. It can either save your family or kill a person. I probably should have specified I was talking about guns. Alright. Wonder if they drove on the other side of the road. Alright, that music got epic real fucking fast. I doubt they're doing it for me just wandering around the road here. There are some people I see do it a lot. Like, I do get frustrated when people bitch You see it a lot in certain people playing, like, what's a good example I saw last? Skyrim. I was watching somebody play a modded version of Skyrim, which is no big deal. Then they took it from Legendary, cranked it down to easy, which I get if it's your, hold on here. Can I steely? Yeah, we got the TP. Large bag of Elex, anything that's not nailed down. Saving the world, baby. It all belongs to me. But them cranking it down to easy and then still bitching about a boss fight, which they were really just winning, and then saving through it, just drove me up the fucking wall. They actually got punished by it because in Skyrim you can save on your auto-save on your death. So I continuously got to watch people get this person smacked off the side of the mountain by Iron Hand. It was fun watching them kind of get an auto load. That is the one thing I love about Skyrim, the ragdoll deaths. I was kind of curious to see how they were going to do. Oh, it is. I fucking love doing them. My brother's wife loves them. I actually did a YouTube series called The Many Deaths of Skyrims, which is just me fucking dying during a challenge run. Used to post them up. I still do, actually. And post them up on YouTube for her to watch. I love the death system in that game. It's not as glorious as some of the other games that get janky with it. People are starting to realize that with the Oblivion remake, which I find just fun as all hell. I'll probably play that once, but I don't see myself playing it again. I was kind of disheartened in it. Huh. Shouldn't be too far off. Yeah, I was getting ready to say right next door. Alright. Now that we're here, let's throw down a save. I can just take that? Finally, somebody recognized my greatness.
You've done well getting here alive.
Are you a sentry?
Somebody recognizes my taste.
My name is Thorgal. Just stay clear of the world heart while you're here, then we'll get along fine. Won't be any shit, okay?
Ah, right to the point. Anything happening around?
What are you doing here?
Take a wild guess. The large plant should give you a clue. We've spent a lot of blood protecting this world heart. Lives of the present to build a future for us all.
Your post seems undermanned.
Ragnar sent the men we could spare. I sent some of them with one of our cultivators to a farm near the domed city. We thought they would be able to drum up some supplies for us, but instead they've disappeared. It can't be good that they aren't back yet. It's bad enough that the group is missing, but Rock, our cultivator, is gone too. I really need Rock to help me look after the world heart. He's the expert.
I can look for this missing cultivator.
You would? That would be helpful.
I thought I smelled a side quest. Side quest within side quest, my favorite thing.
You might just walk into it. The farm Rock went to is below the domed city. You should look for him there.
Anything happening around here that I should know about?
I don't know. We don't have the manpower to patrol outside the palisade. It's pretty dangerous out there. You'll need to keep an eye open. There are plenty of ambush sites.
Ascor is dead.
Dead? What the hell happened to him?
He was murdered.
Damn. I knew it. He was just too ambitious.
Starting to see a link here with that word ambitious.
You knew Ascor well.
Yeah, I asked if he could come out here on this assignment, but he stayed back in Gullian so he could take the
On the topic of complaining about save abuse, there are Ironman settings in a lot of games now that disabled loading. Oh yeah, no. I've seen a lot of people. There's a few games out there that I've started noticing kind of doing that, because I do think if you click on Iron Man, you got to eat what you fucking serve there. You don't get to save your way out of it. I'm about to play for retro achievements on Master Quest. I have to beat the game Deathless, which I know is, at least at my skill level, going to be either insanely trying or hard, so I am going to be using saves. Long as you can reload it before you save, you're fine. But when it comes to Iron Man, like if you were to play Pillars of Eternity or Solaste has it. I'm actually playing that right now too. It should just kind of come with that. I do find it funny when I see people rage at that, so to speak. But they rage at it. There's people on Twitch, and I hate this kind of idea. They'll click it on Iron Man, but never have played the game one time, or even the intro or anything. And then they bitch about how hard it is. There's no going through the campaign first to understand the mechanics. Or like what you saw with Solace there, with Flames of Solace, where she was just not like load looping. I'm going to start using that more often, just to see what works, or how the AI reacts, or what she can get away with, or what she can't get away with, what can be punished and what can be rewarded. There's none of that. They just throw themselves at the highest difficulty, and then they can't figure out why they're fucking stuck at either the tutorial, the whatever fucking first stage for 5 hours. There was a person I watched for the longest time, and he was actually entertaining, because he used to bother trying to play the game and then do an Iron Man loop through it. And it was Borderlands 2 and Cyberpunk 2027. And he refused to do a first playthrough of them, claiming that he saw enough people play through it. And I swear to fucking God, he would do about 4 to 5 hour long streams, and I would periodically check in on him. And he could not escape the fucking iceberg in Borderlands 2. And he could not leave the fucking intro to what do you call it? The radio tower, because I think he did a, what do they call that? The clan one. I'm probably getting it wrong since it's been a long time I played that one. Where you're out there jumping around a radio tower. And it just got to where he never learned. And he was on this for about a month. And all I heard him do is bitch, man. If you're going to bitch so much, just do something different. Read a book. Take a fucking walk. You know what you're signing up for. There's no tears.
How long have you been?
Sorry to go off on a tangent there.
Just over 3 months. Since then, I've been here, trying to survive in the beautiful islands of Abessa. Trying to manage an outpost with too few people and too few supplies.
And you have witnesses to your whereabouts?
Yeah, more if we can find that missing supply team. This camp by the World Heart is where I've been, and this is where I'll stay until the warlords order me back.
Can you think of anyone who might have done it?
Me? No.
Handlock, what do you think about either character creation or having a kind of pre-made character like Jax here? And by that I mean, like, do you like it being blank, or do you like having your character have some personality like Jax here, to where it's just not like random questions like you would in Fallout? Yeah, if I wanted to do a challenge run, either you should have experienced or not complained. When it's, I agree on that. And that's what it made me kind of just stop watching him for the longest time. I wouldn't have a problem with it if he like manned up and just said, hey, this is the path I'm walking. I know the consequences and do it, but he didn't. It was just, he tried every character in Borderlands 2. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who you play. If you don't have experience in what you're doing, or at least the ability to understand what's going on, then you're just kind of doomed yourself to repeat failure. If you can't jump on a goddamn, what do you call it? A very thin platform in, what do you call, the fucking radio tower in Cyberpunk, then try to skip it or take it off, I don't know, fucking Iron Man. I beat Remnant 2 with only 1 death. I started trying to beat it deathless. For permadeath, I refuse to complain. Now, I'm the same way with certain games I'm doing right now. I was doing that with a Skyrim run. I've done Iron Man on them, and the only one I kind of successfully did it on, and it took the longest, was probably Doom. Doom 1 and Doom 2. And we're talking a few hours on a map of me just trying to snipe monsters. Those are the ones I did. And did I get killed a lot? Yeah. There's many times I was playing Doom 2, I'd get up right up to Perfect Hatred, and my ass would be shot right back to fucking episode 1, E1, M1. But I signed up for it. I knew it's coming.
When did you last see Ascor?
But a lot of people do that shit, and it just drives me up the wall, especially when it's on fucking easy. You're guaranteed to win, no matter what your skill set is. And games, now that they include fucking story mode, is just beyond me of why anybody would want to play it. Story mode should only exist if you need to pick up fucking game footage. And that should only be for, like, plot lines, not actual combat. At least in my opinion. But more often than not, I see people do that.
It's obvious you didn't do it.
Yeah, well, I hope you find who did.
I think Ragnar must just have wanted you eliminated from suspicion.
He said to question me?
Yes, Duras told me.
Juris? Well, he's a man who stands by his duty. I hope the two of you find the murderer.
I'm working on it.
Look into whoever might have been a rival for Ascor. That's my advice.
Wonder who it'd be. Alright. Oh, fuck, I gotta get away from Grandpa here. He actually might kill my ass. What did I just... Oh. Hey, little bird. Just in case I can't do that here. Actually, I gotta get going. I just saw the goddamn time. It's 9... I'm in Portland, Oregon, if you don't know, Handlock, and my time is 9:37 a.m. I do have to go because I got a meeting coming up here at 11, which means I gotta get dressed and start driving. Kind of glad I saw that. As for character creation, either or, I need to feel appropriate, like Link or Gorman Freedom if they're going to be silent. That I do agree on. Like, I don't mind them being silent as long as it kind of fits the aesthetic of what I'm going for. But when it comes to like characters like Jax here, who has a preset personality, I kind of appreciate that because you can't project too much on it. You can't really... You can make the character your own, but you're not allowed to override it into like fucking D&D world. Or not D&D world, but like D&D creation to where it's just you in there. I've seen so many people lock that. Be wary of anybody who plays Twitch, has a character creation, and either names it after their real life self, or they named it after their Twitch channel. Either you're getting ready to have a whole fun time, or it's just going to be a headache. I've found both. I do have to get out of here. Handlock, is there anybody you'd like me to raid? Phantom, if you're still here. Let me put that on the save here. Music-wise, I had a lot of fun. Let's go with Cosmo Bit. You see here. Retro Glass. I'm good for anything. I'm moving over to Servo after this. I'll give him a raid. I can't stay for too long, but nonetheless... No, thank you for the conversation, Handlock. I appreciate that more than what you guys know. That's one of the main reasons why I like to stream, is the conversation. I can't find like-minded people at my work, and it feels good to talk to people about these things. Although I do admit I probably am kind of weird in my own right. Alright, let's here go to quick action, parachute. Hopefully I can raid him. I have a history of these things not working. Just chatting. I'm going to send you guys over to Servlore, which looks like a cute little silver-haired goblin. Judging from the look, respect turn or channel rules. I'll catch you guys on the flip. Also, like, follow, and subscribe. Hopefully to future Handlock streaming. I don't know if he wants to dip his toe into that insanity, but same goes for PhantomeFox. I'll catch you guys later.